you going to Point Lookout? I need your help. My daughter stowed away on the Duchess Gambit a few weeks ago, and I've been worried sick ever since. I haven't heard anything from her. But if you're going there, could you look for her? Please. I'll do anything to help. Oh, bless you. Her name is Nadine, and she left a couple weeks ago. Said she wanted to see the world, silly thing that she is. That Tobar said he dropped her off at Point Lookout. But who knows what's happened to her since then. I don't know if you can convince my little Nadine to come back. But just give her this note from me, would you?
Welcome, my friend. I am Tobar the Ferryman, and this fine vessel is the Duchess Gambit. We're just back from Point Lookout, but it won't be long before we set off again. Interested? You look like a woman who's been around the waist, so I'll cut right to it. In Point Lookout, you'll find fresh-grown food, mysterious locales, and treasures as of yet unlooted. But keep your wits about you, because there's more than a few exotic critters and inhospitable locals. So stay here if you're too dainty to rough it. Down south, this side of the bay, there's a soggy stretch of beach called Point Lookout. Oh, it's got it all. Ruins of ancient pleasure towns, mysterious swamps bristling with treasure, and all practically untouched by outsiders. But if you're curious, I could offer you a ride over to that faraway land, for a nominal fee, of course. You should have seen her back in her heyday. Why, we traveled up and down the coast from the Commonwealth to the Broken Banks. Good times. But these days she's not fit to take out to the coast. Too many spouts ready to drown her, and too many critters looking for lunch. But the Point Lookout run is good enough for now. We've got a sweet deal ferrying cargo and the occasional traveler. Ah, Nadine. Sprightly little tomboy with more curiosity than common sense, that one. Caused so much trouble on the trip that I probably would have thrown her overboard, if she hadn't reminded me of myself at her age. Haven't seen her since we hit land at Point Lookout, but knowing her, I'll bet she's gotten herself into plenty of trouble. Looking for fame and fortune? Hoping to cultivate the delicious punga fruit? Or just looking to run away from your life on these dreary shores? All you have to do is come back to me and buy another ticket. Just be careful you don't get stranded short on caps, huh? Once you got a ticket, just head to the cabin and settle in on the cot. We'll be there in no time. Good stuff, isn't it? Actual, healthy food grown in the actual ground and everything. There's a few places in the point where it grows naturally. One group of tribals has cultivated and refined it, but they're not big on sharing. Don't even ask how I got my hands on the refined crop. A magician never reveals his secrets, does he? Whenever you're ready, just take a rest on the cot in the cabin. We'll be at Point Lookout in no time. Welcome to Point Lookout, my friend. The trip was fine, weather nice and damp, and everything out there looks pleasant as ever. Looks like nothing's changed since my last visit, except all the smoke I saw on the way in. Oh, it's smoke, all right. Where there's smoke, there's fire. And where there's fire, there's profit to be made from selling an extinguisher. That smoke's coming from the old Calvert mansion. I always heard it was haunted. But more importantly, I always heard it was full of pre-war treasure. I know I said Point Lookout was perfect for treasure hunters, but it is a rare day when you get a beacon like that. Depends what you're looking for. If you need supplies, head to the shop over at the end of these docks. Convenient, and I get caps for referring you. If you need a place to stay, there's an old motel further into town. The beds there are still pretty soft, even if it is because they're full of lice. And if you're looking for some hunting, there's a fellow named Plick that runs a club out in the northeast. Strictly high rollers, though. Good travels to you.